Hello and welcome to this new tutorial about finding the greatest common divisor of two numbers. I'm gonna show you two different ways of finding the greatest common divisor of two numbers, and we're gonna use the Euclidean algorithm. Okay, you define a function and it should you name it greatest common divisor, GCD, of A and B. These are the two numbers. Okay, so the first way is that we have a while loop, and in this while loop we'll see that we will do something until these A and B are equal. When they are equal, it means that we have found our greatest common divisor or greatest common factor. So what's inside the while loop, we will do that as long as A and B are not equal. First, we'll check if A is greater than B, then A is equal to A minus B. So as long as A is greater than B, so we subtract B from A and put the value into the variable A. If B is greater than A, so we'll do the other way around. B is equal to B minus A. So we subtract A from B as long as B is greater than A. And at the end, A and B will be equal. Then we will no longer run the while loop. So in that case, we have to return either A or B. It doesn't matter. So we'll get out of while loop and then return A or B. It doesn't matter which of them. Okay. Now let's check this if it works. So we have to print the result, and this is A. We check with, I have an example here, 725 and 15. I have 725 and 15. So let's see the result. Print. Okay, we did not use the function GCD. Okay, GCD of these two numbers. 5. Good. So the greatest common divisor of these two numbers is 5. Okay, this is the first way. So it means that it iterates many times in order to be able to find the greatest common divisor. So let's define another method or another function in order to be able to do the same thing, but a little bit more efficiently. Okay, so we define another function. We name it GCD2. A and B. So let's see, we have a remainder which is rem, and that is equal to B, and you have a while loop. We check while as long as the remainder is not equal to 0. So when the remainder is equal to 0, in that case we have found the greatest common factor or divisor. So we check as long as the remainder is not 0, so we loop through. Okay, at first we check if A is greater than B, then remainder should be equal to a percent sign b. A percent sign b, it means that we divide a by b, and the remainder is, we need the remainder. The remainder is equal to, for example, 15 percent sign 2, 15 percent sign 2. So if we divide 15 in this way, the remainder is 1. So we need the remainder. And if it, in this case, if 15 percent sign 3, it's called as modulo as well, modulo 3. So the result will be 0 because 15 is evenly divisible by 3. So we have received the remainder. Then we change the value. Now a is equal to b. A will get the value of b, and b will get the value of remainder. So it swaps the values. Okay, and otherwise else if b is greater than a, so we do the same thing for b. So remainder will be equal to b percent sign a. So in this case, the biggest number divided by the smallest. We get the remainder, and b will be equal to a, and a will be equal to remainder. Okay, so we iterate as long as the remainder is not equal to 0, because at some point the remainder will get to 0. So when the remainders get to 0, we will get out of this while loop. So in that case, we will return our so either a will be greatest common divisor and b will be 0, or b will be the common divisor and a will be 0. So we return the maximum of both of a and b. So the maximum of a and b will be our greatest common divisor. So this is another way. Now what we do, we test both. Let's see, cut it from here and put it down there, and it tests the same thing for both. This is the first function, this is the second function, and we test it for both of them. Okay, good. So the result of both of them is 5. Okay, let's check a very greater number, two greater digits, numbers. Control C, very big numbers. We'll check, see how is the result of both of them. Okay, so let's run it and see the result. Okay, good. The result is the same, but there is a difference in the time, how long it takes for these two functions in order to calculate the greatest common divisor. Okay, I'm gonna place a counter in both of these functions and check how many iterations we do in this function and in this function, and compare them. Okay, let's see. I have a counter 1. So counter 1 is 0, and what we do here, we okay, every time we are inside the while loop, we have to increment counter 1 by 1. counter 1 plus equals 1. It means that we add 1 to this value. To counter 1, we add 1. Okay, and so we will count the number of iterations, how many iterations we do in this function every time we find the greatest common divisor. And the same thing we will do here. We write it, for example, counter 2 in order to be a little bit different. And here inside the while loop, we change increment it by 1 as well. Counter 2 will be incremented by 1 as well. So now we will count how many iterations we have. Okay, what we should do here, we have to return counter 2, comma, and in this case we return both of these, both the greatest common divisor and the counter, in order to be able to see how many iterations we have done. And the same thing, we should write counter 1, comma, a is the greatest common divisor in this function. So let's check how efficient this the second function is compared to this first function. So let's run it and see. Wow, the difference is the first function iterated 94 times, found the result. In the second function, this function iterated just 8 times and found the result. So this is a very great difference between these two functions. So this is very far more efficient than the first one. So let's check with another number, for example 15 and 725. For example, when I had before 15 725. Okay, let's check the result and see the number of iterations of both of these functions. Wow. Okay, the greatest common divisor is 5. Okay, but the first function iterated 50 times, the second function iterated just 2 times. So you see that the efficiency. The second function is far more efficient. So guys, that's it for today. Wish you happy coding. Please subscribe if you haven't done that, and wish you all the best. Bye bye.